So recently I came across a very interesting and a very informative report, and this report was actually formulated by Bundesagentur für Arbeit, which is the German Federal Employment Agency. And in this report, they revealed the top 5 demanded professions in Germany. And what they did in the report was like they created the report in 3 categories, like based on the requirement levels of that specific profession. So for example, what they did was they named these 3 categories. Like the first category, they named it as the category of qualified professionals. Then the second category, they named it as the category for specialists. And the third category was termed as the category for experts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through all these 3 categories, and I'm going to share with you the top 5 demanded professions in each of these 3 categories according to that report. So according to this report, qualified professionals are those who have completed their vocational training of at least 2 years or any comparable degree. So what is vocational training? Actually, in German, it's called Ausbildung, and I have recently made 3 videos on the entire process of Ausbildung, that how can you find your Ausbildung online, how can you apply there, what are the documents that you require. So if you want to know more about Ausbildung, I'd highly recommend you to please take a look at these 3 videos. I'll put the link in the description box, and I'll just put a card here and one link at the end of the video as well. So now let's take a look at the top 5 demanded professions for the qualified professionals. According to this report, specialists are those who are qualified to the grade of Meister or a technician, or they have a university degree or any other comparable education. So now you might think that what is a Meister? Actually, Meister is master in English, and Meister is a qualification in Germany. So once you have done your Ausbildung, after that you can actually achieve the qualification or the grade of a Meister. So that's kind of like an expert, and there's a Meisterprüfung, like a Meister exam that you can take and you can become a Meister. So I can just give you like a short example of a Meister. So just for an example, let's imagine that you have done an Ausbildung as a barber, right? So now you can work at a saloon, but you can't open your own saloon because you're not a Meister. You don't have a Meister grade. So after your Ausbildung, you can write the Meisterprüfung, and there are many schools which are called Meisterschule where you can prepare for that exam, or you can just prepare it yourself at home, and you just need to write that particular exam, and you got to pass it, and then you'll be called as a Meister, and then you can actually start your own saloon or whatever your business is. So this is just like a small example that you can understand what is the difference between Ausbildung and a Meister. So for this category of specialists, let's take a look at the top 5 professions in demand. According to this report, experts are those who have completed at least 4 years of university education. Now, let's take a look at the top 5 demanded professions for experts in Germany. So now you know the top 5 most demanding professions in Germany, but I just want to say one thing, especially for those who are currently pursuing their studies and their future expected profession is not in the list of these top 5 demanded professions. You should not lose hope and you should not get disheartened, because this is just a list of top 5 demanded professions. It doesn't mean that all the other professions, they are not useful or they are not important. And especially if you're passionate about something, studying something, or you're passionate about any particular profession, then you should keep on pursuing that, because if you're passionate about it and you have the right skill set, you will definitely be in demand. This information is actually mainly for those people who are actually now in the process of selecting their studies, or they're selecting their future path of professions. For example, if you're planning to pursue your Ausbildung, so there are like 400 Ausbildung professions available. So that could basically help you evaluate like what is actually needed in the market or in demand in the market. Or those who are selecting their university, so which kind of studies or which direction they should move. So that will basically give them an idea like what is in demand in the market. So just take it, kind of like as a piece of information. So if you're doing some profession which is not in the list, don't lose hope and just keep on with your passion. Okay, keep on going with your passion. And in the end, I'd just like to say that if you like this video, please share it with those who are looking for this kind of information, and those who are on my channel for the very first time, please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. And in the end, I'd just like to say thanks a lot for watching the video.